Introduction to Microsoft Publisher 2016. Publisher 2016 is Microsoft's entry-level desktop publishing program. Not to be confused with Microsoft Word, Publisher is used primarily for page layouts and designs, such as brochures and flyers, while Word is used for documents, such as letters and reports. Although Publisher can be used by anyone, it was created for the small business user in mind as a basic, easier-to-use alternative to the more expensive Adobe graphics program. The software program was created with small businesses in mind more than the home user. Therefore, it is only available with a subscription to Office 365 Personal, Home or Business, or when you purchase Office 2016 Professional. Publisher allows small businesses to quickly create publications for the web or print. You can easily create professional-looking publications by either creating them yourself from scratch or using one of the many pre-designed templates that Publisher offers. These templates can easily be customized for the look that you want. You can use Publisher to create brochures, labels, greeting cards, certificates, flyers, invitations, photo albums, and more. You can create advertisements for your business, event announcements, awards, and the list goes on. You can even create bookmarks and stickers using Publisher. The primary difference between Publisher and other desktop publishing software programs is that Publisher makes the tasks easier for you to complete. That means you don't have to be a graphics design professional to be successful using this program. All that's required is knowledge of the program and a little creativity, and you're on your way to creating stunning publications. This course was designed to teach you skills you'll need to successfully use Publisher 2016. Each lesson contains step-by-step instructions and explanations to show you how to use the features, then walks you through so you can see how everything is done. You don't need previous experience with Publisher to be able to complete this course. This course will start with basic skills, then move forward to more advanced features and techniques. Each lesson contains a lesson exercise at the end that contains multiple choice and true or false questions. These exercises make up your course grade and are required to be completed. You'll also find a lesson assignment at the end of each lesson. These are optional and do not factor into your course grade. However, if you have access to Publisher 2016, it's highly encouraged that you complete them. The assignments were created to give you hands-on practice using the skills you learned in the previous lesson. In addition to the exercises and assignments, you'll also find a course project at the end of every fourth lesson. The course project is similar to the lesson assignments in that it is optional and contains hands-on practice. However, the course project also gives you the chance to design your very first publication using step-by-step instructions. The flyer you will create gives you the chance to put your new skills to work and get used to using Publisher to create desktop publications. You do not need access to Publisher 2016 to successfully complete this course unless you wish to complete the assignments and the course project. Since Microsoft Publisher is a desktop publishing software program, it's just as important to learn more about layout and design as well as to learn about Publisher. That said, before we delve into the technical aspects of Publisher itself and teach you how to use it, let's learn some basic principles of good design. You'll find that this information will help you use Publisher to create more professional and beautiful publications and designs. Here are the aspects of good design and layout. Alignment. Alignment refers to the placement of text and graphics so that they line up on a page. It helps to create attractive pages. You can use alignments to group items, create order, or organize the page elements. Alignment can be horizontal, vertical, or you can line up text and objects along their top, bottom, left, or right edges. Balance is achieved by making sure elements are evenly distributed on a page. You don't want to have one section with dozens of pictures, the next with none, or everything lined up on the side of the page and nothing on the other. White space is a space in your layout and design that has nothing in it. It's just blank space, or white space. It's important to have enough white space so the page is easy to look at and to read. You don't want to cram in pictures and text. It looks like a traffic jam for the eyes. Proximity. When you place objects close together on a page, you group them together and suggest a relationship. If you place objects far apart, it suggests a lack of relationship. This is important to remember in design. Group objects that are related close together. For example, you can group pictures and text together. Put the picture near the related text, not in some other section where it's out of place. Contrast. If you put all square shapes in your design, not one part of your design would stand out, would it? Use big and small elements, different shapes, and even different colours of text to achieve contrast. It makes for a more attractive design. Unity. All the different objects and pieces in your design should tie together and become a whole. Consistency and repetition. Repeating use of design styles, font types, and design elements helps someone to easier navigate your design and find what they need. This is especially important if you are designing monthly newsletters or brochures. These are all things that you must keep in mind whenever you design a layout in Publisher or any other desktop publishing software. The great thing about Publisher 2016 is that you can use templates to make your work quicker and easier. However, if you need or want to design your own pieces, these terms are what you need to apply to your work to create stunning presentations. With the launch of Office 2013, Microsoft made changes in how they sell their most popular software package. Of course, you can download a free trial by simply going to the Microsoft Office page, picking out what version you want to try, then downloading the software. You don't need a credit card to try the software. If you want to purchase the software, Microsoft now gives you several choices. You can purchase Microsoft Publisher as a standalone program by going to the Microsoft website. At the time this course was created, the price was $109. You can also buy Microsoft Office, which includes other Office programs such as Excel. The price to buy the software varies depending on what version you wish to purchase. There are 3 versions: Home and Student, Home and Business, and Professional. As with other versions of Office, it's a one-time charge and the software is yours to use as long as you wish. You can buy Office directly from Microsoft or an approved retailer. With Office 365, you'll be able to download the Office program to your computer just as if you had purchased them. The only difference is you'll pay either a monthly or a yearly subscription price in order to keep the program active and functional. The price of your subscription will be determined by the version that you want. On the Microsoft website, you can see the subscription prices for the Home and Student versions of Office 365. You can also see what it includes. As part of Office 365, you'll also be given multiple licenses, which will give you the ability to install the software on other computers as well. For the Home version, you get up to 5 licenses. The small business version comes with licenses for up to 25 users. The mid-sized business provides for up to 300 users. There's also an enterprise version for larger companies that offers unlimited users. Once you subscribe to Office 365, you'll never have to worry about purchasing a new version of Office ever again. When a new version comes out, you'll be able to update your software by signing into your Microsoft account. To subscribe to Office 365, go to office.products.com. If you're currently an Office 2013 subscriber, you can upgrade to Office 2016 without paying any additional charges. Follow the instructions on the Microsoft.com website. Once you've chosen the version of Office 365 or purchase Publisher, Microsoft will guide you through the installation and setup. Microsoft does most of the work for you, so that all you have to do is sit and wait for Publisher to become ready to use. Whenever you open the majority of Office applications, such as Word or Excel, you will be taken to a start screen that allows you to decide exactly what you wish to do within the program. Publisher is no different. Each time you open Publisher, you'll see the start screen like the one shown here. From the start screen, you can do one of 3 things. You can open an existing publication that's stored on your computer or on the web. You can select a template to use to create a new publication, or you can start a new blank publication. Each file that you create in Publisher is called a publication. The publications you create can be saved in Publisher's default .pub format. Let's learn how to open each of the 3 types of publications. An existing publication is defined as a publication you created in Publisher and saved in the default .pub format. To open an existing publication from the Start screen, go to the Start screen here and look at the column in the green section on the left-hand side of the screen. If you have any existing publications, you'll see them on the left here. Simply click on the publication to open it. If you don't see any publications listed, click on Open Other Publications. You can then search your computer and OneDrive for the publication. While on the Start screen, you can also create a new publication from a template. You can see the publication templates shown here. These are simply the featured templates. Microsoft Publisher offers hundreds of templates you can use, from dozens of categories. We'll learn more about templates later in this lesson. For now, all you need to know is how to open a featured template. You open a featured template by clicking on it. You'll then see this window. To create the new template, click on the Create button. Also, if you're following along in Publisher as you take this course, do not push the Create button at this time. Instead, click on the X at the top right of the screen here. This will return you to the Start screen. A blank publication is also a template in Publisher. However, it's blank, which means it does not have any design elements or formatting added to it. It's just as the name states, a blank template. To open a blank publication from the Start screen, click one of the blank publication buttons, as you can see here. Click the blank publication button that represents the size of the publication you need to create. We have Portrait and Landscape in A4 size, which is 8.5 inches by 11 inches. Click More blank page sizes if you need a different size. For the purpose of this lesson, we're going to click on blank 8.5 by 11, or blank A4 portrait. A new and blank publication then opens in the Publisher window, as you can see here. Navigating Microsoft Publisher 2016. In the last lesson, we created a blank publication. For this lesson, we're going to keep the blank publication open and use it to show you how to navigate the Publisher 2016 interface. At the very top of the Publisher 2016 window, you'll see the title bar. The title bar is helpful to be able to find because it shows you the name of the publication that you currently have open. By default, the name of a new publication is Publication 1. For each additional new publication that you open, the name increases by 1 digit, Publication 2, Publication 3, and so on. If you start Microsoft Publisher by clicking on an already existing publication on your computer, it will open automatically and your publication will be displayed in the Microsoft Publisher window. To the right of the publication name, you'll see the Help button. It looks like a question mark. You'll also see the standard buttons that allow you to minimize, maximize, or X out of the window. To the far left, you'll see an icon of a disk, followed by other buttons. The disk icon, when clicked, will save your file with its current name in its current location. To the right of the disk, you have the Undo and Redo buttons. You can also see the Touch or Mouse Mode button and the Quick Access toolbar. We'll talk about all these things later in this lesson and throughout the course. First, let's learn more about navigating through Publisher's interface. When you open a publication, you'll see the Publisher 2016 interface. Learning how to navigate the interface will make using Publisher a lot easier. You'll find the ribbon directly below the title bar. The ribbon is organised into tabs, then groups, and then finally tools and commands. The tabs are located at the top of the ribbon. The tabs in Publisher 2016 are File, Home, Insert, Page Design, Mailings, Review, and View. The name of the tab gives you a general idea as to what groups and tools you'll find under that tab. For example, the Insert tab contains tools that allow you to insert things into your publication. Let's click on the Insert tab. Each tab is broken down into groups. The groups contain tools and commands that relate to the name of the group. The Illustrations group is shown here. This group contains tools to insert illustrations into your publication. The Backstage view is located under the File tab on the ribbon. When you click on the File tab, this is what you'll see. The Backstage view allows you to manage your publication as a whole publication, while the other tabs on the ribbon allow you to manage parts such as illustrations, font, or page design. The Backstage view allows you to work with the publication in its entirety. You can save the publication, open a new or existing publication, or print the publication. You can also share or export it. In addition, you can also go to the Backstage view to set your preferences for Publisher 2016. We will learn about these things later in the course. For now, click the arrow in the top left corner to return to the main Publisher window. The Page Navigator is shown by default on the left-hand side of Microsoft Publisher 2016 whenever you open a publication. The Page Navigator shows you thumbnails of all the pages in your file. For example, if you had a multi-page newsletter, the Page Navigator would show you thumbnails of each page. You can use this to easily navigate from page to page. You can click on a thumbnail to open it in the workspace area. You can also right-click on a page to do a variety of tasks quickly and easily. When you right-click on the page in the Page Navigator, the following context menu appears. You can insert a new page, you can insert a duplicate page, delete the page, move the page up or down, make page 1 page 3 for example, rename the page, work with the page numbers, or create a master page. You can also view 2 pages at a time. We'll learn about all these things in later lessons. For now, right-click on it and click on Insert Page. You'll see this dialog box. Type in the number of new pages you want to create. Then, decide if you want them to come before the current page or after. You can also choose to insert blank pages, pages with one text box on each, or duplicate all objects on a certain page number. Make sure you type in the page number. We're going to insert one blank page after our current page. When you're finished, click on OK. The status bar is located at the bottom of the Microsoft Publisher 2016 screen. By default, it shows you what page you're viewing and how many total pages exist in your file. You can also use it to change views and zoom in or out of your publications. Let's look at the far left corner of the status bar beneath the Page Navigator. On the far left, you can see what page you currently have displayed in the work area. The work area is located below the ribbon and is where your page is displayed as you work on it. You can see we have page 2 displayed in the work area. To the right of the page number, you'll see an arrow that looks like a mouse cursor. If you select an object on your page in the work area, clicking on the arrow will display its position on the page. When you click on the arrow, you'll see this pop-up box. When you click on the options in this window, you can alter image sizes and locations. You can play with these different options to get a better feel for what they do. X and Y are the coordinates on the screen where the image or text box appears. Adjusting these will move the image on the page. The next buttons are adjusting the image width, adjusting the height, adjusting the rotation. This part here adjusts the spacing across a word, line or column of text. The higher the percentage, the more spacing. This is called tracking. The next one is called text scaling and allows you to shrink or stretch the width of the text characters. And the final one is called kerning, which is the space between 2 letters. If you go to the right side of the status bar, you'll see buttons to change views, as well as a slider to zoom in or out on the page in the work area. Single page is the default view. You can see it shaded here, which means it's our current view. To the right of single page is 2-page spread, which will show 2 pages in the work area. To adjust zoom, simply move the slider to the left to decrease zoom, or to the right to increase it. As with all Microsoft Office programs, the Quick Access toolbar is located at the top left of the screen. It looks like this. The Quick Access toolbar gives you fast access to the tools that you use the most. For example, if you use a certain tool a lot, such as the Cut tool, you can add that to the Quick Access toolbar rather than having to use the ribbon each time. In other words, you can choose which tools appear in the toolbar. By default, our Quick Access toolbar displays shortcuts to these tools and features: Save, Undo, Redo. These are the shortcuts that appear by default. However, you can customize the Quick Access toolbar and add shortcuts so the tools you need appear there for easy access. To customize the Quick Access toolbar, click the drop-down menu to the right of the toolbar, which looks like this. When you click on it, you will see a drop-down list. Click on the tools you'd like to add to the Quick Access toolbar. The tools that have a check mark beside them are the tools that already appear on the toolbar. By the same token, when you click on a shortcut, it will put a check mark beside it, letting you know that it appears on the Quick Access toolbar. If you want to add a shortcut for a tool that doesn't appear on the drop-down list, go to the ribbon and then follow these steps. Find the tool that you want to add. Right-click on the tool. In this example, we're going to go to the Insert tab and then go to Pictures. Right-click on the Pictures button here. Then click on Add to Quick Access toolbar. It now appears in the Quick Access toolbar here. If you want to move a command button in the toolbar to a different location or group it with other buttons on the toolbar, click the drop-down menu on the right side of the Quick Access toolbar. Select More Commands. You'll then see this dialog box. In the right column, you can see everything that already appears on the Quick Access toolbar, and in the order that the shortcuts appear. If you want to reorder the tools, click on a tool and then use the arrows to move it up or down. If you want to group buttons together on the Quick Access toolbar, you can add vertical separators. To do this, select the tool for which you want to appear above the separator. We'll select Insert Picture. Now click on Separator on the list on the left. Then click on the Add button. In addition to a separator, you can also add any of the tools that appear in the column on the left to the Quick Access toolbar. Simply click on the tool to select it, then click on the Add button. To remove shortcuts from the Quick Access toolbar, select the shortcut in the right column, then click on Remove. Click the OK button when you're finished. Once you're done creating your publication, it's time to save it. To save it, click on the File tab. There are two ways to save a publication. You can click Save on the left to save the publication under the same file name that it already has if it's an existing file. It will also save it under the same format and in the same location. If your publication's name is Mine and you have it saved in My Documents in the .pub format, Publisher will keep the same file name, the same .pub format, and save it in My Documents. You can also click Save As. When you click Save As, you can change the publication's name, format, and the location where it's saved. Let's click on Save As. First, choose where you want to save the file. You can save it to OneDrive, which is Microsoft's cloud storage. You can save it to this PC or your computer. You can add a place, such as SharePoint. Let's choose this PC. As you can see, you can now choose a location on your computer. You can choose one of the most recently used folders or click on the Browse button to locate the location where you want to save the publication. Now select a location on your computer. Type in a file name in the file name field. Then select a format type for your publication from the Save As Type drop-down menu. The top entry, Publisher Files, is probably the most common format. This format allows you to edit, open, and work on your Publisher file. However, you can also save your publication as a PDF, JPEG, Word file, and much more. Click the Save button when you're finished. To close a publication, you can do two things. You can click on the X at the top right of the Publisher window, or you can go to the Backstage view, and then click Close on the left here. There may be times when using Publisher 2016 that you forget how to do something or need assistance when completing a task. To access the help files in Publisher 2016, click the question mark symbol at the top right hand side of the screen, which is this one here. When you click on Help, you'll see this window open. You can search Publisher's online help by entering what you need help with in the search box, or you can choose a popular search topic. click the X at the top right of this screen here to close help. Working with templates. Templates are simply publications built into Publisher 2016 for you to use. These templates already have design elements added to them, such as colour schemes, backgrounds, graphics, images, and even areas for text. When you select a template, it's nearly ready to use. All you have to do is customize it to make it your own. Although we talked about templates briefly in the first lesson, we're going to take this entire lesson to learn how to find the template that you want, then customize it for you to use. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to create an entire publication using a template. In the first lesson of this course, we showed you how to find a template and open it when you first start Publisher. However, what if you already have Publisher open and want to start a new publication? It's easy. Click on the File tab in the ribbon, then click on New in the column on the left side of the window. Click on the template that you want to use. We're going to select Business Newsletter. Then click on Create. You can also use the search feature to find a template that you want. The search feature is located at the top of the templates in the Backstage view, directly above the blank publications. To search for a template, enter the type of publication that you want to find. For example, let's say you want to find a greeting card. Enter greeting card into the search box. And then press enter. You'll then see templates that match our search. On the right side of the window, you can see the greeting cards broken down by category. To further narrow your search results, you can click on a category. Let's click on Thank You. You can click on more than one category to narrow your results. For example, you can click on Thank You and then Green. If you didn't like any of the cards in Thank You and Green categories, you could select a third category, or you could remove a category by hovering your mouse over it until you see the X. Click on the X to remove the category from your search. When you go to the Backstage view and look at the templates, you'll see the featured templates displayed. That said, there are a lot more templates that you can use than just the featured templates. In fact, there are hundreds that are broken down and sorted into various categories. To see these templates, go to the Backstage view and click on New in the left-hand column here. Click the built-in tab above the featured templates. You'll then see all the different categories of available templates. Each category contains templates from which you can choose. Let's click on the Advertisements templates. You'll then see the installed advertising templates available for you to use. Below the installed templates, you'll see the sizes. You can select a blank publication size instead of a built-in template if you want. To the right of the installed templates and the various sizes, you'll see a column with customization options. You can use this column to customize your template before you ever open it in Publisher. You can select the color scheme, font scheme, and page size. You can also add your business information. To show you how to customize a template in the Backstage view, we're going to choose the Bring In template and customize it. Now we can click on the color scheme and choose the Aqua option. Then we're going to choose Courier New Bold for the font scheme. We aren't going to add business information yet, but we're going to select Square as our page size. When we're finished, we click on Create to create our template. You can do the same for the various sizes of built-in blank templates. This means you can already have your colour scheme, font scheme and other elements selected when you begin to work on your publication, allowing you to save yourself a little time. Each publication that you create, whether you create it from a template or from scratch, is going to be made up of objects. Basically, anything that you insert into or draw on your publication is an object. A picture that you insert is an object. A table that you insert is an object. Text that you insert is contained within a text box, and a text box is an object. You get the idea. When you customize a publication, you will customize the different objects by first selecting the object, then making the changes. Whenever you select an object, you'll see a bounding box around it. Here is the bounding box around the graphic in the template. Remembering this simple step will make customizing your publications easier. Most publisher templates contain stock images that you can either use or replace. Stock images are simply images that are licensed to people, organizations, or companies for specific use. In this case, Microsoft has stock images for use in their templates. For example, this is a template here with an image of a baby on it. Once you open a template such as this in Publisher, you're going to want to customize it by adding your own images and graphics. We want to replace the image of the baby. Most of the time, to insert an image into a publication, we'll go to the Insert tab. However, since we want to replace an image in a template, we're going to go to the View tab instead. Then put a check mark beside Graphics Manager in the Show group. The Graphics Manager pane opens on the right side of your screen. The Graphics Manager shows you all the graphics in the template. However, by default, it only lists the images by name. Put a check mark beside Show Thumbnail. Now you can see the actual images instead of the image names, which will make it easier to locate the picture that you want to replace. Select the image that you want to replace by clicking on it in the publication or in the Graphics Manager. We've already selected our image here. You can tell it's selected because it's highlighted with a blue box. In the template itself, the image has a bounding box around it. Now, hover your mouse over the image in the Graphics Manager. You'll see a downward arrow appear. Click on it to see a context menu. Then click on Replace this picture. Locate the picture that you want to use on your computer, then click on Insert. As you can see, Publisher replaced the image for us, making sure the new image is sized and positioned correctly. Once you insert the new image into the publication, you will see the crop marks around the image. These are the black marks that you can see at the top, bottom, left and right, as well as all the corners. Crop marks allow you to cut away the edges of the image if you want to reduce the image size, as well as remove the edges. To crop the image, click on one of the crop marks and drag inwards. Next, go to the Picture Tools Format tab on the ribbon. Go to the Crop group. Click on the downward arrow on the Crop group button, then click on Crop. The outside of the image is now cut away. You can also change the text that is on the template. We're going to learn more about text later in this course, but for now we're going to teach you the basics of editing text in a template. In Publisher 2016, all the text that you add to a publication is added inside text boxes. It may seem like working with text boxes is a hassle, but it's really not, because you can easily drag and drop the text boxes anywhere in the publication by just moving the text box. To edit the text in the text box, click the chunk of text that you want to edit to select it. When you click the text you want to edit, you'll see a text box around it. You will see a cursor inside the text box. Now you can just start typing. When you've finished customizing your template, you can save it as we learned to do in the last lesson.